Even after sobriety, I leaned into more socially acceptable obsessions like fitness, yoga, and meditation. I wish I could say all my pursuit of mindfulness and meditation was an attempt to deepen my experience of life and begin to feel into it all, but initially, it was another form of escape. It was almost as if the stillness and silence of a meditation replaced the dissociative quality of the coping mechanisms I had relied on earlier to escape those feelings. As embarrassing as it is to admit, for many years, my practice existed solely to avoid feeling. But eventually, the stillness and silence of meditation and the conscious awareness provided by mindfulness allowed for those walls surrounding these emotions to begin to come down. Over time, I was able to settle into a space where I could let them be present, feel them, and finally begin to process what I had been avoiding for so long. To let everything settle, I had to first unlearn what had been taught to me and find my way back to that sensitive little boy. As with most things that enact change, it didn't happen overnight. It was a process of deconstructing old beliefs, building new habits, and allowing myself to find calm amid the chaos. The first belief I had to deconstruct was that stoicism was a way to earn love. Throughout my life, adults praised me for being that brave little soldier and for my ability to remain neutral in the face of any and all situations. I misconstrued this praise as love, and therefore created a firm belief that the more stoic I was, the more love I would receive. It made perfect sense and often provided me with the feeling I was seeking, but the cost of burying my emotions became apparent as time went by. For years, I would people please, ignore my own feelings and needs, and become what others wanted me to be in fear that if my emotions slipped out, the love and attention I had received would be taken away. Stepping away from that pattern of behavior was terrifying and seemed impossible most days. When the conscious awareness of how I was showing up and the impact it was having on my life finally became clear to me, I knew that, to move forward, I needed to start connecting with my emotions and return home to myself. On this journey home to myself, I tried countless forms of therapy, self-help seminars, books, religious teachings, and anything that I could think of. Although many of them made an impact, the simplicity of awareness through mindfulness-based meditation and practices gave me the ability to start understanding myself on a deeper level and create choice for how I wanted to show up for myself in the world. Starting and ending each day in reflection and tuning into my body, my breath, my thoughts, and my emotions allowed me to see who I was separate from the image I portrayed for others. It allowed me the opportunity to sit with feelings of discomfort, fear, and loneliness, and let them be present without judgment. It allowed me to recognize that it was safe to feel, and that expressing those feelings would not keep others from loving me. Over time, a deep sense of calm replaced the stoicism I had felt. I learned to remain calm in the face of fear, not in avoidance of it. As I started showing up for myself and connecting more deeply with the people in my life, I started to become aware of small reference points to confirm that there was safety in expression and that love didn't disappear in the face of feelings. Once I was able to recognize that, I was able to begin to let it all settle and find my way forward. Next, I had to break down the belief that safety was possible only when hiding behind a mask of perceived perception and when giving people only what they wanted from me. I thought I had to be the perfect doll for them to play with, to meet their needs, to understand them, and to create a space where conflict could not exist. The more I began to connect with myself and my emotions, I recognized that the connections in my life were dependent on a falsified version of peace. With that came resentment, unvoiced pain, and inability to truly connect with people in my life. The process of deconstructing this belief took time and energy and required me to look at my own way of relating to people in my life. It forced me to learn how to empathize on a deep level, to learn how to forgive, to learn how to be in conflict, and to learn how to love. It wasn't one specific moment that taught me the lessons I needed to learn, but a collection of teachings spread over years that all culminated in my ability to take off the mask and enter into healthy relationships. Finally, I needed to learn how to be connected with the world around me. I need to step away from the comfort of self-focus and let myself find a vision that serves the world